Edward Aveling was a 19th century biologist and a huge fan of Charles Darwin. He was also a radical atheist. In 1881, he wrote a book called The Student's Darwin, and he wanted to dedicate it to the great man. However, Darwin refused, offering this in his reply. Though I am a strong advocate for free thought on all subjects, yet it appears to me, whether rightly or wrongly, that direct arguments against Christianity and theism produce hardly any effect on the public, and freedom of thought is best promoted by the gradual illumination of men's minds, which follows from the advance of science. It has therefore been always my object to avoid writing on religion, and I have confined myself to science. Darwin is right to some extent. It's because of the advances of science that religions find themselves having to engage with evidence which contradicts their ideas. And so we see them go to great lengths in a rather pathetic attempt to try and convince us of how scientific their ancient books are, despite them having been written by people who didn't even know what a germ was. Happily for us, though, this tactic has resulted in their arguments becoming ever more nonsensical, often with hilarious results.
You'll find the maker of the banana, Almighty God, has made it with a non-slip surface.
However, the gradual illumination of men's minds, which Darwin anticipated, is perhaps more gradual than he had hoped. Religious fundamentalism now casts its long and sinister shadow over the whole world. Religion still does all it can to ally itself to secular power, and it still makes damn sure it indoctrinates the next generation. There are an awful lot of minds which have yet to become illuminated. Personally, I think there are several benefits to arguing against religion. Firstly, the obvious, it keeps the ideals of democracy and free speech alive. Maybe Darwin never really contemplated how much a theocracy has against freedom of thought.
I only care what Allah and His Messenger say. Can't you get that through your thick skull?
If Darwin had encountered mindlessness like that, he probably would have come up with a clever retort. Secondly, it helps to prevent the rabid virus of religious dogma from spreading. When a religious leader comes out with some outrageous statement, we must go past merely blaming an individual and expose religion's role in nurturing such sentiments. And thirdly, arguing with theism fosters a community which gives voice and support to those who may be stigmatized or even ostracized were they to express doubts over the beliefs of those in their immediate circle.
As long as people think there's something weird and rare about atheists, they'll be hesitant about coming out as atheists. The more people come out, the more people will come out.
In balance, and in great deference to Charlie Boy, I think people should speak out against religion and theism. The minds of its radical elements are not going to be gradually illuminated.